58-year-old legendary boxer Tyson made a comeback to face off against internet sensation Jake Paul, who was over 31 years younger than him, in a highly anticipated match. The fight took place at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on November 15th at the AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, and was exclusively broadcasted by Netflix, drawing global attention. Despite the 31-year age gap, Tyson boasts an illustrious boxing career with 50 wins, 44 of which were by knockout. He's widely considered one of the greatest heavyweight boxers of all time, and even at 58, he maintains impressive physical condition. Jake Paul, though not originally from a boxing background, has been seriously training in the sport over recent years. He's put on some impressive performances in his matches, boasting a professional record of 10 wins out of 11 fights, proving he's no pushover. The tension was palpable even before the fight, during the weigh-in, when Tyson slapped Paul across the face. Paul, in response, boldly claimed in interviews that he would knock Tyson out in 4 or 5 rounds. Tyson entered the ring to loud cheers, while Paul was met with a fair share of boos. In the first round, Tyson showed strong aggression and frequently advanced on Paul, who kept his distance and avoided close combat. Both fighters landed punches on each other's faces. By the second round, the situation hadn't changed much, with Tyson slightly ahead on points. However, by the third round, the tide began to turn as Tyson, hampered by age, showed signs of fatigue. His movement slowed and he struggled to keep up with Paul's pace. In the fourth round, the pace slowed down, and by the fifth, there were several close exchanges, with Paul landing multiple hits on Tyson. The sixth round saw Tyson focusing on defense, showing no major openings. In the seventh round, Tyson took another hit to the face, visibly exhausted, and showed a pained expression when returning to his corner. In the final round, Tyson continued to defend, while Paul refrained from attacking further, bowing to Tyson in respect as the match concluded with a mutual embrace. Tyson dominated the early rounds, but the judges ultimately scored the match 80-72, 79-73, and 79-73 in favor of Paul, adding another highlight to the YouTuber-turned-boxer's resume. As the match was a sanctioned professional event, the results will be recorded in both fighters' professional records. After the fight, Tyson said that even though he lost, he's still open to competing in future boxing matches. Paul commented, "He's exactly what I expected. He's an icon, a legend." Paul also mentioned, "I wanted to put on a show for the fans, but I didn't want to hurt someone who didn't need to be hurt." Mike Tyson might have lost, but at least he kept his sense of humor. After losing by unanimous decision to Jake Paul on Friday night, Tyson was asked by ring reporter Ariel Helwani about his habit of biting his boxing glove, which caught the attention of many watching the much-hyped Netflix fight. "I have a habit of biting my glove, yes," he said. "I have a biting fixation." That post-fight comment got some awkward laughs, since it was a nod to his infamous 1997 rematch with Evander Holyfield, where Tyson bit off part of Holyfield's ear in a bizarre turn of events. Paul knew all about that history and showed up to Wednesday's pre-fight press conference wearing a $200,000 diamond-encrusted ear cover. "I'm not getting my ear bitten off Friday night," Paul said. "I got my diamond-spiked ear covers." Turns out, the 27-year-old didn't need much protection during the fight, which got booed by the crowd as the fighters spent the last few rounds just dancing around each other with not much action. The organizers didn't disclose the exact earnings of the two fighters from the match. However, sources like CBS, citing DraftKings Network, estimated Tyson's earnings at around $20 million, with Paul's earnings being double that amount. This internet star has 27 million followers on Instagram alone, and is a co-founder of Most Valuable Promotions, the company that collaborated with Netflix to promote this epic fight. According to Celebrity Net Worth, his net worth is estimated at around $80 million. This was a cash-grab charade masquerading as a professional sporting event. It turned out to be the boring gimmick most predicted it would be. Why should anything else have been expected? What do you think? Feel free to drop a comment below. If you like this video, please subscribe, comment, like, and share. This is News in a Minute.